Welcome back to another video, guys, where I'll be discussing about Rush Limbaugh and why he's such a hated man.
Here is a little bite from my TV show back in 1994, and I fully expect, until you stop and think about it and hear me explain this, I fully expect this little sound bite to really anger a certain segment of the female population.
The Hillary Clinton story basically is this. And see how similar this sounds to the old days before the modern era of feminism raised its head. You're a girl, you're a young woman, what do? You go off to college. That's what she did. Why do you go? To meet your husband. That's what she did. She wouldn't be where she is if it weren't for her husband. So she goes to college, finds some guy that she thinks is going somewhere, latches onto him. Maybe she steers his career, as some women are prone to do. Maybe she followed, who knows? But the point is that when he got wherever he was going, that's when she moves in to take over.
Limbaugh was born January 12, 1951, and died February 17, 2021. He started his own radio station in 1988. But before that, he was working as a DJ and was fired from the station due to a personality conflict. Limbaugh returned to living with his parents after he was fired in Cape Girardeau. He became a host of a public affairs talk program that aired on weekend mornings, which allowed him to develop his style and present more controversial ideas. He was then fired from KFIX and KUDL. He got fired from news stations in Pittsburgh, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and 2 stations in Kansas. The only jobs he worked with that was outside of news was a DJ, and he worked for the Kansas City Royals for about 5 years, and he was also an author. His ad-libbing appealed to station KFBK in Sacramento, California, and he was then hired in 1984, and within a year he became the top radio host in Sacramento. In 1988, EFM Media Management signed Limbaugh to a 2-year contract where he then moved to New York. His show aired for the first time on August 1st. He usually made people mad, he was targeting mad. One example being that he would make remarks towards feminists by calling them feminazis, and even made a card game for them, which I'll show the clip here.
Here is feminazi trading cards. You don't have these.
We're thinking about it.
Here it is from the Russia's
Listen to this, folks.
radio program.
This
Just
is
a brief
great.
Audio tape.
Tremendous stuff.
What? Listen.
I'll give you 2 glorious items for one Anita Hill.
Trading cards have always been for males only. It's just not fair. It's not right.
Damn, I spilled nail polish on my Betty Friedan.
Well, EIB is proud to introduce Feminazi trading cards for you to save, to collect, to trade. Feminazi cards are designed with the woman in mind. On the front, an action shot of a leading feminist burning a bra, dominating a TV show, picketing an all-men's club, protesting a Rush Limbaugh concert, charging into a men's locker room, denouncing Ronald Reagan.
I'd do anything for Pat Schroeder.
On the back, all the vital statistics. Bustline, waist, hips, the documented age, the number of abortions, and where applicable, the alimony payments and divorce settlement.
Oh, no, they could have. And our wholly owned subsidiary, which will market them, is Ms. Carriage Incorporated.
You can't stand it when celebrities take on causes.
In 2003, there was an uproar because Limbaugh was making a race-related comment about Donovan McNabb and other racist remarks, not just about Donovan, and towards any race, which here are some clips.
Meanwhile, Al Sharpton goes out the front door. Yes, I spoke a little Negro dialect there. I can do that when I want to. I like to unify people. David Patterson will become the massa, who gets to appoint whoever gets to take massa's place. In and out the front door. So, for the first time in his life, Patterson's going to be a massa. They have discovered that Obama does have slave blood. I didn't know that I had slave blood. Nobody was translating. Clyburn's new position, driving Miss Nancy. Let them call me racist, ha. He's not in the back of the bus. He's in the driver's seat, and she's in the back of the car being chauffeured. Nigga with an A on the end. Well, I think I can now. Isn't that the point? Because it's not racist. That's the point.
In 2006, he was arrested for drug fraud, but he made a deal with the prosecutors and the charges were dropped. And then in 1994, he was credited with helping the Republican Party win control of both houses of Congress. He was the key to getting President Bill Clinton impeached 4 years later and was a major supporter of George Bush. In 2008, he signed an 8-year deal worth around $400 million to remain on the radio, which he renewed his contract in 2016. In 2009, Limbaugh helped the Republican opposition to a stimulus package proposed by President Barack Obama. He was a vocal advocate for President Donald Trump, which, before he died, President Donald Trump gave a award to him for American freedom. Limbaugh was an author, so he wrote The Way Things Ought to Be in 1992. See, I Told You So in 1993. He also penned the children's series Time Travel Adventures with the Exceptional Americans, Rush Revere and the Brave Pilgrims in 2013, Rush Revere and the First Patriots in 2014, Rush Revere and the American Revolution also in 2014, Rush Revere and the Star-Spangled Banner in 2015, and Rush Revere and the Presidency in 2016. Greenrich called Limbaugh an iconic figure and did stuff after him. He was born in 1943 and died in 2022 at the age of 79. Greenrich was a major leader in the Republican victory in the 1994 congressional election, and he also ran for president in 2012 but dropped out halfway through. That's all I have for Newt and Rush Limbaugh, and if you want to learn more, then you can go to Google. Bye-bye.